In a tranquil village nestled at the foothills of the eastern mountains, there lived a wise old monk named Surya. He was known far and wide for his serenity and unwavering calmness, even in the face of the most trying situations. Villagers sought his guidance, and pilgrims journeyed from distant lands to learn from his wisdom. One day, a young man named Arjun arrived at the village. Arjun had heard tales of Surya's legendary calmness and sought to uncover the secret to his inner peace. Determined to learn from the monk, Arjun humbly approached Surya and said, "Great Master, I wish to learn from you. How can I attain the tranquility you possess? I find myself consumed by anger and frustration all too often." Surya, with his serene gaze, looked at Arjun and nodded. "Come, my child. I will share with you a story that might guide you on your journey. Long ago, in a land far to the east, there lived a skilled archer named Arjun. His aim was unparalleled, and he could hit the center of a target from great distances. Yet, Arjun had a temper that matched his skill. He would fly into fits of rage over the smallest provocations, causing turmoil in his village. One day, a renowned sage visited the village. Seeing Arjun's talent, but also his temper, the sage decided to impart a lesson. He challenged Arjun to a contest, a shooting competition. If Arjun won, the sage would grant him a boon of his choice. But if the sage won, Arjun had to accompany him to a distant mountain for a year of training. The villagers gathered to watch the contest, excitement filling the air. The targets were set, and as the contest began, Arjun's arrows flew with precision, hitting the center every time. But the sage's arrows were different. Each time he released an arrow, it landed just a hair's breadth away from the center. As the contest progressed, the villagers marveled at the sage's incredible accuracy. Finally, the sage shot his last arrow, which landed so close to the center that it appeared to be touching it. The crowd gasped in awe. Arjun, his pride wounded, realized that he had lost the contest. He approached the sage and said, "You have won, revered sage. I will honor our agreement and accompany you for a year of training." The journey to the distant mountain was long and arduous. The sage led Arjun through dense forests, treacherous terrain, and challenging tasks that tested both his physical and mental strength. Throughout the journey, Arjun's anger was tested repeatedly as he encountered setbacks and obstacles. However, the sage remained unfazed by Arjun's outbursts. He calmly guided him, teaching him to observe his emotions without reacting to them. He introduced Arjun to the art of meditation, helping him find the stillness within himself. Over time, Arjun began to experience a transformation. The more he practiced mindfulness, the more he realized the futility of his anger. He discovered that anger only clouded his judgment and hindered his progress. Through his training, he learned that true strength came from mastering his emotions, not overpowering others. By the time the year of training was complete, Arjun had undergone a profound change. He returned to his village not only as a master archer, but also as a master of his own mind. He had learned to channel his anger into focused determination, and his interactions with others were marked by kindness and patience. Surya paused, looking deeply into Arjun's eyes. "My dear Arjun, the lesson of this story is simple yet profound. Anger is like a storm that clouds our judgment and obscures our true path. Just as Arjun learned to master his emotions through mindfulness, you too can achieve inner peace by observing your anger without letting it control you. Remember, true strength lies not in suppressing anger, but in transforming it into positive action." Arjun listened intently, his heart open to the wisdom Surya shared. As he left the monastery, he knew that his journey toward inner peace had just begun. He carried the lessons of the archer and the sage with him, determined to master his own emotions and channel them toward a life of purpose and serenity. And so Arjun's path unfolded, guided by the story of Arjun and the teachings of the wise monk Surya. The village continued to thrive in the shadow of the eastern mountains, and the legend of the serene monk and the transformed archer inspired generations to come. reminding them that in the midst of life's storms, one could find the calm at the center.